Yo, good morning. How's everybody today? It's Thursday, March 13th. It's currently 9:30 in the morning, and I am just on my way to go for a quick workout, and then I'm going to go in the sauna and not be mean to people. But I was thinking about, I did a live stream yesterday where I talked about the conversation I was trying to have with a guy in the sauna about what it is he believes about Elon Musk and why he believes it. And he seemed very certain that he was right about Elon being like a Nazi or something. I realized that in the live stream I was confused. I was like, what was it that he said? And I remember now. He said, well, what I don't like about him is that he did the Nazi salute thing. And he said that there's people out there there's people out there that misunderstand what it is he's trying to say, and maybe they're Nazis. And so, like, what he was insinuating was that there's Nazis everywhere that might come out of the woodwork because of a hand signal that Elon Musk did. And I just thought, you know, it's so funny. When he got up to leave, he said to me, well, I hope that you reconsider your thinking. And I was just like, listen, man, I'm just trying to plant a seed in your mind so that you understand that, like, the kind of things that you're being led to believe, basically by the TV and like all of society, are actually bad. So you're embracing ideas that are inherently at their core poisonous, not just for us, not just for him, not even just for Elon Musk or Donald Trump. And like, there's so many people right now, they're just freaking out. They are losing it. And understandably, I mean, things are a little bit weird right now, but it's like, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be okay. And the first thing people need to do is stop judging so much. Like, they're all like, he's bad. No, that guy's bad. Why? Because the TV and the mob tell you that that's bad. Why? Have you ever, like, try thinking for yourself, okay? Because the problem, especially in the Canadian context, I can speak with authority on that because I live here in Canada and I've been speaking to Canadians. We're good people at heart. Like, we want to believe that we're good people. And my kids love this song. It's called Good Person. I think it's called Good Person, where the whole thing is like, oh, I'm a good person. And he says, like, the reasons that he's a good person. It's a joke song. And he says the reasons that he's a good person are like, he's like, oh, I should go to the gym. I'm getting flabby. And then I joined a gym, but then I didn't go. Like, it's all this hilarious way that people say, oh, I'm a good person. And what it's really talking about is virtue signaling. The woke mind virus that Elon Musk describes is people who virtue signal, but they never actually get beyond the virtue signaling. So it's really superficial and empty and silly. And the problem is that most Canadians will go as far as virtue signaling, even though most Canadians know deep down that there's something off, something wrong, something that has gone terribly wrong in our society. But we want to believe that we're protecting the weak. We're protecting those that don't have the ability to fight back for themselves. We look at the people that are marginalized and we hold them up and we say, well, if they're marginalized, that must mean in and of itself that they're more virtuous than other people. And that's the depth of the argument. I mean, like, it's just like, if something is marginalized, like, I don't know, being gay or being autistic or being a transgender or being, like, it doesn't matter. If we look at society and we say the successful people must be bad because only the marginalized can be good, and that is like the depth of your argument, it's really, really empty and shallow. And I'll relate it back now to the guy in the sauna. He said he was trying to make me reconsider my position on Elon Musk because he did a Nazi salute, and some people might misinterpret that. And then we'll have, like, I guess the insinuation is that, like, all of a sudden there's going to be, like, Nazis everywhere because of a hand signal that Elon Musk did. That was his argument. And that was it. And he was so sure of it because everybody that he talks to and everything he sees and the news keeps reinforcing this idea that only the marginalized are virtuous, and the people that are successful in society, which by the way is how we built our society, was built off of the back of meritocracy. It wasn't built on white supremacy. It wasn't built on any of the things that people say us. It wasn't like built by it's not Marxist. Our society wasn't built by Marxism. Our society was built by the opposite of Marxism. And now Marxism, what it does is it wants to tear everything down so that it can rebuild it in its image. Now there's more to that story. It's more complicated than that. But I'm almost at the gym, and I'm going to drop this because I feel like I usually go into things that are a little too confusing for people, and it's not my intention. I'm trying to draw associations between things that are happening in the world so that you can see them, so that you're not afraid, so that you don't get, so that like a group of like people that are just like not really that strong thinkers, that strong of a group of thinkers can tell you that Elon Musk is a Nazi and you believe it, and then you think everybody who agrees with him is a Nazi. Like, that's the game they've been using over and over again. It's just a new version of calling someone a racist. We've been controlling people for so long by calling them racists, when what we were actually after, behind it, was meritocracy. But people don't draw that conclusion. And I want you to think about something else before I finish. Artificial intelligence, the way it's revealing itself, and it is revealing itself, okay? This is going to be a little bit difficult for people to understand, but like I wrote it in my Substack that I just put out, called The Reckoning with Liars and Lies or something like that. But I just posted it on Facebook underneath the live stream that I did yesterday that I'm referring to. And in it, I'm showing you, using artificial intelligence, that what I'm saying is broadly more accurate than anything that I've seen anyone else say. Okay? And that's not a brag. I'm just telling you, I saw something arising that I couldn't make sense of, and I have kids, and I want my kids to grow up in a world where they're safe and protected, just like everybody wants their kids to grow up in a world where they're safe and protected. But when we follow these arguments down to their logical conclusion, at the end of the day, not only are we chemically castrating our kids with what is supposedly like, oh, we care about their feelings, so we need to chemically castrate. Like, that's insane. And even beyond that, take it a step further, take it where people like our governments and our politicians are saying right now, they're saying we need to support NATO and we need to put boots on the ground. This is something I tried to tell people about a couple days ago. If you buy into that Ukraine is the only thing that matters, first of all, that's the military industrial complex fucking with us. Second of all, that if, Keir Starmer, the current Prime Minister of England, he said, well, if we have to, we'll put boots on the ground. So I want you to really understand what that means. That means that if these people are too egotistical to see the errors of their ways, and trust me, they are. But it's not even their fault, it's our fault, because we put people with really, really terrible ways of thinking in office, and they can't get out from underneath the mob that keeps them propped in place. Just like the guy in the sauna couldn't get out from under his belief that Elon Musk is going to rile up all the Nazis, while not even understanding where Nazis came from as an idea. It came out of eugenics. It came out of modern secularist theories. It came out of mystical origins. It came out of all kinds of things. But the last place it came from was some enigmatic leader that basically whipped everybody into a frenzy, and his name was Elon Musk. That's stupid. That's really, really stupid. It's not what happened. But if you don't stand up against these people, they're going to send our kids in the same way that they will chemically castrate them for an ideological belief system. They will send them to war. Do you want your kids to go to war? I don't want my kids to go to war. So I speak out and I tell you what I'm thinking, and I'm not censoring anything that I'm thinking, but I'm telling you the God's honest truth as much as I can, and I'm putting it out there in writing form. And maybe my delivery isn't perfect. In fact, maybe it sucks. Maybe people don't like it. But that's not going to stop what's happening from happening. If you don't like my delivery, it's not going to change anything about what's actually happening. And it is happening because people don't like to be confronted with the truth. It's not my delivery. It's the truth. They don't like to be confronted with the truth. And I'm trying to confront you with the truth. I'm trying to show you the error of your ways, where the logic went off the rails on so many different fronts. And that's not a brag. I'm just saying, like, this is just what I think. And I can prove it to you using the thing that people think is going to save us from all the things. if artificial intelligence is supposed to be like the answer to everything, and we're gonna live forever, we're gonna cure cancer, it's gonna no, but all the ways that it's being used right now are leading us to further and further heightened risk, and like it's bringing us to war because the people in charge are like the least capable, the least intelligent among us. And it's because they are like a mirror image of the people that prop them and put them in place. That's not to say that people are not intelligent. It's to say that our thinking process has been retarded. It's been diverted away from thinking of things like really as they are, as in like, I believe I have a soul. I believe you have a soul. I believe that we have a source of life, a source that loves us, that wants us to understand this kind of stuff so that we don't kill each other, we don't go to war, and we don't chemically castrate our kids. And is that bad? If I say to you that we're at a crossroads right now, we are the metaphysical meeting the material, and we are at a crossroads, and we either figure it out and do something about it together collectively, and we need to think better, we need to think more outside of our boxes that we've been contained within, they used to be a kind of place that kept us happy and content and whatever. We were all contented. When artificial intelligence takes away what it means to do your job because it's smarter and better and faster than you, how are you going to react? Because it's happening. Okay, that is what's happening. Unless like some kind of thing, a solar flare took it all out. In which case, like, would you really want to be alive? And that's like, I'm just getting people to struggle, like think about bigger questions right now, because there are a lot of bigger questions and there's a lot of bigger answers that tie it all together. And there's one answer actually. And you don't have to like that for it to be true. Okay. I love you guys. God bless.